Hey, Tony Gaston here, back from the massage chair. Now listen, there's one thing I'm gonna tell you, because I seen this somewhere. Seen somebody post about having a male friend. And it was like, it's great having a male friend because they let you know who is good for you and who isn't. And it said that they come as a package deal, talking about the woman and the male friend. Listen to me. That man ain't your friend. That man is not your friend. Unless that man like men, that man, yeah, he your friend. Now, yes, he could be your friend now. You can confide in him. He can confide in you. But listen, have you a moment of weakness? Have you a moment of vulnerability where that man can pounce? And I guarantee you, that man gonna pounce. Have you a moment where you feel like something could happen between y'all? Man gonna be on you like white on rice, like peanut butter on jelly. Listen to me. Like flies on snake. Listen to me. That man ain't your friend. God did not create men to be a woman friend. That ain't why God created men. God created men to replenish the earth, to keep the reproductive cycle going, and put something in a man that is ticking, so that when he is around a woman, it is mating season. Unless that man like men. And see, even a man who like a man is trying to mate. They just can't have no baby. But even in him, he trying to mate. So guess what? And the reason why I say this, because I done been coaching now for 15 years. I done been doing one-on-one coaching sessions. And I done had so many women come to me. Oh, I got a friend. We've been friends 20 years. We friends. And about a year later, well, Tony, you said it. Oh my goodness, I am so hurt. I thought that was my friend. And then he made a comment and made a move. I thought he was joking. Come to find, he was not joking. And then I done coached women who have said, oh, that's my best friend. And then I coach them later, 6 months later. Well, yeah, me and my best friend slept together. I don't know what happened. We just was hanging out, and then one thing led to another. I say, look, I told you. That's why me personally, I don't have women friends. I do not have women friends. The reason why is because God put men and women for a purpose. That's why so many affairs start on the job. Men and women got to work together. That's why so many affairs is on the job. I worked with a man who was a Christian man and got him a job, went to another organization, and ended up, this man got a wife and kids. And the woman that he got caught cheating with got a husband. But because they work together and work in close quarters, they end up in an affair. Now, see, what I'm talking about is the majority. We're not talking about the one person watching this video who have a friend who is a heterosexual male and he has never tried you And it's been 25 years. And see, this the thing what a lot of women don't understand. Is some men, it might be when he getting ready to go on out. It might be if he get diagnosed with cancer. It might be he getting ready to get married. It might be he's 65 years old, 70 years old, and he know he got just a little bit of time of that thing working the way he want to work up to any degree. And he go ahead and make that move. See, it's different situations for a man. It's different situations for a man. Because, see, some men can only wait 3 months. Some men can wait 3 years. Some men can wait 30 years. And see, the thing about this here friendship is you got to be very careful when you have a friend of the opposite sex who is heterosexual. Because they may be a quote-unquote friend, but they may be in love with you. They may be falling in love with you. They may love you. And so you could think that you confiding in this person and they giving you biased advice because deep down they love you and you have no clue. And they don't know how to make that move. That's why myself personally, I see the thing about it is this is what a lot of people don't understand because a lot of people talk too much. When you are quiet, I grew up very, very quiet. Very quiet. I'm still very quiet to this day. I talk because it's my purpose to share wisdom that God has given me. That's the only reason I talk. I do not like to talk outside of that. Outside of that, people around me, I don't like to say nothing. You know why? Because I study human beings. I study human beings. So when I'm talking to you, this ain't just me talking outside of my neck. This me, I've been studying thousands of human beings for decades. And one thing I found, that's why I don't have women friends, is because either I will fall for her or she will fall for me. I could be friends with a woman, and this saying if I was friends with a woman, I could be friends with a woman and she could be none of my taste. She could be the complete opposite of what I'm attracted to. But do you know, she could be attracted to me. She could say, man, I wish I had a husband or a man like Tony. Man, if his wife take him for granted. Man, if him and his wife don't work out. Man, if she can't handle him being on the road or coaching all these women and she get insecure and she start giving him problems, they go through a divorce. I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let him know that I've been attracted to him for years. Ever since I met him, ever since I seen him online. That I know because of human nature that it's going to happen one way or the other. The devil ain't going to stay out the way. The devil is not going to stay out the way and let neither party be attracted to the other. Somebody going to be attracted to the other. And that's why both people have to say, I'm going to put this in a box of this is a colleague. This is a mentor. This is a coach. This is a brother. This is a sister. It got to go into that space. You can't even just say friends because, see, friend is intimate. Friend is a confidant. A friend is someone you are vulnerable with. A friend is someone you share your hopes and your dreams and your fears and your worries and your doubts and insecurities with. That's what a friend is. So, see, if you are giving someone the title of friend and you're not sharing all of what I just said, then you need to take that title off of them. That's your colleague. That's your associate. You see what I mean? That's not your friend. You got a friend in Jesus. And you're going to have a friend in your spouse. You got a friend in your same sex friend. Your friend of the same sex. But if you want to have a relationship, or if you in a relationship, anybody of the opposite sex need to be considered a colleague or an associate. And that's not a bad thing. Do not go to giving everybody the title of friend. Because a friend, that's intimate. That is intimate. There's a lot of friends, women who friends that hug, that kiss each other on the cheek, that say I love you. And it's two women and they married with a husband and kids. But it's still intimate. They'll hold hands sometimes. You see women do this. They sleep in the same bed if they're on the road. Share clothes. It's still, a friendship can be intimate. Same thing with men. It's men that'll share a bed. They not into men, but they'll share a bed. They got a handshake. They'll share clothes. They'll say, I love you. All of that. Friendship is intimate. So listen to me. This what I'm telling you now. See, men know men. But the thing about it is women know women too. So a lot of times when I'm sharing this about a man, you seen the viral video of Steve Harvey saying he can't have no friend. I know he used to get clowned about his advice and stuff, but I honestly have never heard him, Steve Harvey, say nothing that was wrong in regards to men and women. Now, the gentleman who passed away, God bless his soul, he said a lot of stuff that was outlandish, but he also said a lot of stuff that was true. And we want to open dialogue until we start dialoguing. Now, once we start dialoguing, now we no longer want to open dialogue because we don't want to hear the truth. Like, if I meet a woman who is a coach, I don't know her. Now, I can't listen to a woman if she's talking to me directly, because she could be trying to sow seeds of doubt in my mind because she want to create a rift in my marriage because she want to create an opening. So I don't trust that. But if I bump into a woman online who reminds me of my wife, meaning that she wasn't promiscuous, she is a Christian, she has morals and she has values. If she remind me of my wife and this woman go to sharing the truth about women from what she has found, what she experienced as a woman, who she is as a woman, how she think, how she feel, how she view the world, and this woman is a good woman, like a quality woman, a classy woman, I might not want to hear all that because it might be too much truth for me. Like, oh, wow, okay, women do that. Oh, women think like that. Oh, women like that. Oh, okay. So this is why I try to tell y'all that me being a faithful husband, me being a man of God, meaning love the Lord and live for the Lord in the light and in the dark, me trying to grow every single day, me pruning and plucking and working on me. When I tell you something about men, it's coming from a solid stand-up place. It's not coming from a man who watch pornography. It's not coming from a man who do drugs and get drunk. It's not coming from a man who is living in willing sin. It's coming from a sound, stable, whole, healthy place. So when I tell you that even myself and other men who trying to live and do right is not friends with no woman, a man could say he's a woman friend. He mislabeling it. He mislabeling it. He really that woman associate. He's really that woman colleague. So that's why I want y'all to understand. It's power in the tongue now, and it's power in words, and you got to be very careful. Because I'm going to tell you like this. As a single man, if I meet a woman, and my wife done had male friends, because my wife is very, like, tomboyish, what they call it. When we growing up, that's what we call it. Forgive me, in this council culture, that's an offensive term, but she called herself that. But my wife, she played basketball. She wore the big basketball shorts. She actually was in the mall, at a store the other day and bought some of the basketball shorts because it just brought back memories. And she used to wear the braids like Allen Iverson and Alicia Keys. And my wife was never the type of person, when I met her, she never dressed seductive, in that sense. Now, she had a little short pair of shorts because she had long legs for the club, but she typically was in jeans or a jean skirt, little t-shirt, and some Jordans. She was never like the type to try to dress all sexy and all that sex appeal like that. So my wife had homeboys, but when she met me and I got with her, listen, I was like, no. If I don't know them and I can't sit down and rap with them and talk to them. And even now, some of her friends will pop back up from high school, guys she bump into, and they talking on the, Facebook or whatever. I have to let her know, no, no, hey, how you doing? Hey and bye. Yeah, that's a man. That is a man. If I can't sit and talk with him, if I can't be in that conversation, ain't none of that. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not finna have no conversation with a woman that my wife can't read that whole text message, that she can't be out to dinner with us, that she can't know that woman if I'm saying this is a friend. But I'm not gonna do that because I understand. I learned it even when I was listening to Zig Ziglar. Now this a white man. White people, they different in their relationships than black people. Because I be around white people and this woman husband be hugging all on this man wife, and they be leaning all over each other and hugging all over each other and all I ain't grow up like that. Well, black people will be like that. My homeboys, like, they don't even want to look my wife in the eyes. That's just how we are. Because we understand that nature. We understand, like they say, black people have a sexual prowess. Because we understand that nature of what's going down with the get down. We understand. Because almost every black person used to play house with your cousins. So we come up in that right there. Now, my wife's life was a little different. She was like, what? Play house? I said, yeah, we play house. You never did that. I'm like, well, maybe that's Jamaican in y'all land, but American, but we play house. You hear me? And so from a young age, we into that, looking at that, thinking about that. And so, listen, this is what you got to understand. A lot of people, they own that. And so, but I learned from Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar said, he said, I don't even go on a business lunch with a woman unless there's a third party. He said, I am not doing a one-on-one lunch meeting, dinner meeting, business meeting with a woman. I say, okay. And you look up Zig Ziglar, he wasn't like this old, handsome man women chasing after now. But he had them standards, and that taught me something. I say, if this man say that, he understands something about human nature. And this is what he said on there too. He say, many affairs have started from a friendly conversation. He say, many affairs. And see, this is, people don't want to hear this. This is unconventional. This is, you're too old-fashioned. I done had a friend this long. Why you feel so adamant about it? You feel so adamant about that friendship because you in love. Because if that's just a friend, like, honestly too, even with real friends, they could go months without talking and pick up like ain't nothing happened. But when we as a man trying to overly protect a connection we have with a woman or vice versa, that's because you love that person. That's because y'all are not of the same sex, that love could have other implications. And that's why you see so many people end up after 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, giving a relationship a try with their quote unquote best friend. That person was waiting in the wings all that time for their opportunity to pounce. But they never felt worthy. They didn't feel cool enough. He wasn't a bad boy. He wasn't a tough guy. So then after the woman get done being cheated on by the dope boys, by the athletes, after she done had a baby, 2, 3, 4 babies, then this good guy who been her friend for 10 years, all of a sudden he looked appetizing. All of a sudden he looked like a good option. And he been waiting on it. But guess what? He's still a man. I can't tell you how many couples I have coached who were best friends before they started dating, and now they in coaching and relationship in shambles because the man was playing the role of a friend, waiting for his opportunity to pounce. Got his opportunity, realized that the reality does not match the fantasy that he had created in his mind, and that this woman is a woman, not a goddess, and she realized he is a man, not no king, and then they are in shambles. And it's like, listen, y'all should just stay friends. Because if you was meant to be together romantically, y'all would have had that feeling mutually from day one. You build on friendship with a romantic interest, meaning you become close friends, but both of y'all know y'all want each other romantically. You don't come in platonic and then after some years decide to be together. Now, if you do that, that's your choice, and it has worked. I'm pretty sure somewhere it has worked. Somebody watching this video, it has worked. That's what you call an exception to the rule. That's not gonna work for 9.9 out of 10 couples. That's not gonna work. Because we know what we want each other for when we meet. We know if we're romantically attracted. We know that. And if somebody of the two is not, then y'all need to keep it like that. Keep it like that. Keep it platonic and go on about your business. But we don't do that often. We don't do it often enough. Hey, this Tony Gaston. Y'all forgive me for just sharing this that a lot of people don't agree with. You're going to see a lot of people in the comments. I got a friend of 20 years. And we best friends. And I do not agree. And my husband love him too. And him and my husband hang out. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Have you some open legs. Have you some open legs. And I guarantee your friend be right at that. Yeah. Your friend do a swan dive. Yeah. Your friend be right in there and be saying your husband's name while he in there. Yeah. He ain't want to treat you right. Listen, I'm a man. I know men. I guarantee you that man that you think is your friend will wear you out. That man will break your back and not even help you with no crutches. Do you hear me? Try and see. Try to see. But see, you might not want to try it because you mess around and tempt him, he might strong arm you. And then you be trying to come sue me. You told me to try it. And then he strong armed me. Listen. You'll have to go through 1,000 men to find one man that if you ready to get on that bike, for that man to say, oh no, absolutely not. No, we just friends. No, we are just friends. We cannot go there. You have to go through 1,000 men to find one. And a lot of times it ain't happening. See, this is the thing what a lot of women don't understand. Because a lot of women don't realize what's a man shooting his shot. So a man may do something like, that outfit look amazing on you. Or he may be like, you are so naturally beautiful. Or he may be like, wow, I just hope I can meet a woman like you one day. Man, you amazing. Oh man, you set the bar. You know what? Whoever I meet, I want you to train her. I want you to take her through your school. Take her through Glam University. See, a woman don't understand that was him shooting his shot. That was him seeing how she is going to respond. But she thought it was innocent, so she just, oh, you crazy. Oh my God, hush. That was him shooting his shot. Had you said, oh really? That's how you feel? Well, you know what? I think you are a very handsome man. Oh, you know, and if you did that, oh, you would have had a problem on your hand. That boy would have been sniffing you from head to toe. But see, a lot of women, they miss that. And so they tell themselves, no, this is my friend. He has never tried me. No, he tried you. You didn't know he was trying you. He tried you. But because you didn't pick up what he was putting down, he said, oh, all right, that didn't land well. Let me shut that down. Let me hide that part of me. Every man know. And listen, as a man, I remember having a a female friend, and I'm her male friend. And this woman I was a teenage boy. I was a teenager, but I remember having this friend, and she was the complete opposite of what I dated, of who I talked to. She was the complete opposite. And just after talking to her so much every day, because me and her brother was cool, you know, fake friends. And after talking to her every day, I was like, hey, so yeah, shot me an old shot. And I done told y'all this story before, because I remember she had a thick tongue. And she said, well, honey, well, I don't do stuff with friends. I don't do stuff with friends. Oh, and my feeling was so hurt. Because listen, no guy was trying to talk to her. She ain't had no boyfriend. She ain't have a single man looking her way. And in the school, I had the prettiest girls in the school. And then here I try to shoot my shot at her. That's right there showed me a man ain't built to be no woman friend. A woman can be a man friend. She turned me down. She turned me down. I was blown away. But she was young though. We was young. I probably was 16. She probably was 14, something like that. So she wasn't even into guys like that yet. But I was sexually active and end up shooting a shot at her older sister, who was, I think, 8 years older than me, 24. And the sister gave in now. The sister gave in. And here I was, done fell in the bed with the 24-year-old. And do you know, after I did that right there, do you know that woman told me, listen, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go home and you're gonna tell your mom that you're moving out and that you're moving in with me. And you're gonna get a job up at Winn-Dixie and you're gonna start working and you're gonna help pay these bills. I said, hold on now, sister. Hey, hold on now, sister. Listen. No. I said, my mama not finna let me move out. I'm 16 years old. I'm not finna be working no job. I'm a star athlete in high school. I'm not finna be working no job, paying no bill. Like, what the world? Yeah, 24-year-old woman tried that on me. And listen, she wasn't cute. She was not cute. But listen, again, that's a lesson about men. Who your baby daddy done slept with? Is everybody your baby daddy done slept with cute? Is everybody your brother done slept with cute? Is everybody your uncle done slept with cute? No, look at some of them women that done slept with. It's like, you looking at like, what the world? Did you have your eyes closed? Like, what the world? My goodness, do you have any standards? Listen, y'all better learn something about men. I be trying to tell you, but it's all like a lady in the comments yesterday. It's not even in a man's nature to look at a woman. That's in his sinful nature. Woo! I say, Lord, this is why I can't help. Woman, that's in every man's nature. That is in our nature is sinful. Our nature is not holy. Our nature ain't holy. We born into sin. We born sinners now. Ever since Adam and Eve messed up, we born in our nature is sinful. It take God to renew us. So that is in a man's nature to look at a woman. Come on now. We got to be realistic. We got to be realistic in the human experience. And we got to stop expecting perfection, and we got to stop expecting a fairy tale, and you got to be ready for what's real, to deal with what's real, and then you address it and you adjust from there. Then you go to a place and you able to say, okay, yeah, this what I need to do, this what I understand, so this how I'ma move. Okay, I understand. Listen, I'm not cool with that. Like, okay, that's your friend. All right, listen, I understand women or I understand men. Let me meet this here so-called friend. Let's link up. Let me feel they vibe. Let me see, do they have somebody? Because if they ain't got nobody, then they need not have you. They need to have them somebody. Now, if they married, and listen, I done seen that growing up, though. I done seen that. I ain't gonna tell you all of my family business, because my family might be watching this. But I done seen husband and wife, friends with a husband and wife, and the one husband end up being inappropriate with the other wife. But all four of them friends. All four of them hang out together. All four of them play cards and drink together. Listen to me. This is humans. So get out of your mind that you have a heterosexual friend of the opposite sex and this person had no feelings for you whatsoever and that they would never do nothing with you sexually. Get that out your mind. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to assume that it can happen so you can have safeguards than to assume that that is impossible and it'll never happen, and then you get your heart broke because you find out the real. I'm telling you now. And you ain't got to let it come out your mouth. You ain't got to say, hey, would you sleep with me if I wanted to sleep with you? You ain't got to say, hey, would you ever make a move? Because ain't nobody going to tell you the truth. Ain't nobody gonna tell you the truth, but you rather be safe than sorry and have these safeguards. And what I mean by safeguards is if you got a friend of the opposite sex, you want to have boundaries. So you're not on the phone after 7 p.m. You're not spending the night. You're not touchy-feely. You're not crying to them. You're not sharing all your business, hopes, fears, dreams, all your personal, intimate business. You want to set boundaries, so that when somebody get ready to come in your life, they don't feel like this person is a threat. Because they might feel like this person is a threat and you lose the love of your life because you have let a quote-unquote friend occupy that space. And this person says, this person is a threat, but I'm not going to say nothing because it's going to make me seem like I'm insecure or like I'm childish. I'm going to just move on about my business. And I'm going to get with somebody who they don't have a quote-unquote friend occupying the space of a platonic lover. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that and be careful the place you put people in and how you label people. Oh yeah, that's my colleague. I went to school with him, went to college with him, or grew up with him, or that's like a family friend. Don't come in there. That's my best friend. I tell him everything. He tell me everything. He helped protect me. You gonna be single. You better be with your friend. You better be with your friend. Because ain't no man finna come in and play with that. He not finna take a chance. It could be true. But that man, and well, if that's how he feels, then he's not my husband. Listen, ain't no man gonna be your husband. Not no good man that want to be faithful to you then. Yeah, a man might come in and say, oh, I don't care about that. I ain't insecure. It ain't got nothing to being insecure. It got being wise. It ain't got nothing to be. If you wise, you know how a man is. Point blank period. It ain't about being insecure. It's about being smart. It's about having common sense. That's all that is. So, but I'm gonna tell you a lot of times the type of men who don't care is a man who gonna be doing his thing. A man who he got his female friend and he know how he feel about her. He know he waiting on his opportunity with his female friend. So he ain't worried about you and your little male friend. Hey, go right ahead. I got my whole thing going. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of man that's not going to care. But a man who's going to come and he's going to give you his all. He want to be your best friend. He's going to love you. He's going to reserve that space of intimacy and best friendship for his wife. He not finna be okay with no woman having a male best friend. Point blank period. Point blank period. 9 out of 10 times. 9.9 out of 10 times. Now that 0.1, okay, God bless you. And good luck finding them. Good luck finding you. The way it worked, just the way it worked, typically hit that day in the comments. Oh, well, You think your husband okay with your male best friend. You don't know what your husband doing out of anger. You don't know what your husband doing just in case you and your male best friend doing something. You don't know what your husband is justifying at the job with the woman he worked with because he telling himself, well, my wife got a male best friend, so I'm going to have a just in case. He probably doing something with that male friend. That's how men think. I done talked to several men that say I cheated on my woman just in case she was cheating on me. I say, what? Yeah. They say I needed to have one in the hole so my heart wouldn't be broke if I found out she was cheating. I say, wow. That's your average, everyday, typical man. Well, Tony, I'm waiting on a man of God. So is everybody else. David was a man of God. And Uriah got killed so David could have Bathsheba. Moses was a man of God and he killed the man. Apostle Paul was a man of God and he persecuted the Christian before that. Judas walked beside Jesus and still betrayed him. Listen to me. When y'all go to holler about, I'm waiting on a man of God. A man of God ain't perfect. A man of God flawed just like a man of the devil. A man of God is in spiritual warfare every single day on a whole nother level. He falling every day and busting his nose every day. Every single day, men of God, we fall and got to get back up. A man of God is not finna be no perfect knight in shining armor because he claimed to love the Lord. No, he gonna fall, scrape his knee, bust his nose, get up. He gonna lie, he gonna deceive, he gonna do everything every other man gonna do, but he gonna get up and he gonna repent, and that's the difference. That is the difference. So the thing is, you got to know and you got to be ready for the reality of dealing with a human being. If you go in thinking you finna have this painless marriage, thinking everything finna be sweet, it's finna be roses, thinking you not finna be crying at times, you not finna be interceding in prayer at times, if you thinking that, you finna be sadly mistaken. I'm here to tell you, you got to be prayed up, you got to be stayed up, you can't be laid up. You got to be ready for the test. Not in an insecure way, but in a confident, prayerful way, and creating boundaries and systems in place to help you with this. So listen to me. Listen to this again. Listen to this 3 times and understand. Don't let this stuff discourage you. Let it prepare you. A lot of times people we want to believe in this fairy tale that comes with no work. That's not life. No, you got to know the possibilities. You got to know that there will be temptation, there will be trials and tribulation, there will be spiritual warfare, and you got to have a plan in place for that. And you got to be prepared for that, and you got to have some safeguards and some boundaries to help you prevent majority of the tests that will come your way in a relationship. And that's what you got to do. See this as preparation, not you being discouraged because a fairy tale does not exist. Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. Shout out to everybody and all the support. Thank you for subscribing. Some people be watching and don't subscribe, but be watching every day and don't even subscribe. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being in the Blessed Tribe, the Blessed Business Tribe. I posted a video today for the Blessed Business Tribe. So if you're in the Blessed Business Tribe, make sure you check for that video I posted for you. And to the Patreon, God bless you. Oh, and the code is positivity. It's 30% off. Tony Gaston's Academy. Somebody used it today. I saw somebody use it today. It's positivity. It's 30% off on your next course. God bless you. We'll talk soon.